Stand to MechWarriors, and welcome back to another episode of RogueTech as we continue the campaigns of Ripper's Rumblers, and Ripper is very much still in the hospital. After the last mission, his Centaurian got pounded by a light missile carrier, and he somehow managed to survive. I was quite impressed with the sturdiness of the mech. Unfortunately, both that mech, some of the lost tech inside, and the pilot himself are no longer right now in action. So in the meantime, we have a couple of missions we're going to take, and we're probably going to leave Galatia. If things go the way I'm hoping they will today, we're going to be leaving the planet today. If not, well, then we'll probably be here on the next day as well. So, without further ado, the price of discretion. We're looking for a mercenary company with a reputation for discretion. A personal friend of our leadership here in Galatia has requested protection for a convoy of his, but the Libyan Commonwealth can't commit our own forces to this task. While his convoy is armed and armored, he suspects that his enemies have hired mercenaries of their own to interdict his shipment. So it is a half-skull mission, so not all that difficult. We're going for maximum salvage. Why? Well, because we have demonstrated that we have nothing on board. The amount of stuff and things that we need in terms of weapons, we don't got it. So a half-skull mission is perfect because we'll be able to grab all the medium lasers and other useful things like AC-20 ammo that we desperately need. It's only going to pay out 76,200, but the maximum payday wasn't all that much anyway. But it's going for 4 of 17 salvage, which I'm looking forward to. Even at a half-skull mission, I'm always look forward to just huge, crazy amounts of salvage because it's fun to pick and choose. Although odds are we're not going to get anything too amazing. After all, half-skull mission. So let's get the Valiant on the roll, see if he can't find anything, and lock him down. Just as soon as he's done, he's in cover, he's bulwarked, he's happy. Brothers up, moving next. We are sprinting forward. By the way, the part of Ripper will be played by Bullet Trap today, as he will be rolling the Enforcer ahead forward. Everybody else is in the normal mechs. Hammer, of course, in our Valiant. Brother rocking the Hatchet Man, and Witness in his Hunchback that can't hit the broadside of a barn. But he's trying. And eventually he'll manage to do something. He will again live up to all that hype that he had when he was just nailing spiders left, right, and center. This Enforcer we're really kind of hoping will work. It's not terrifically fast. In fact, it's the same speed, unfortunately, as the Hunchback. It also is, well, not incredibly deadly, I don't think, but it's accurate. It's got twin large lasers, one of which is an ER large laser, so they're not really twins. Well, I suppose you could say that they're, what was it, fraternal twins are not identical and maternal twins are? Doesn't really matter. We're going to find out in the future to see just how much this budget Vindicator is actually going to be able to do, because that's kind of how I think of him. We had a Vindicator that was loaded kind of similarly in a way with a pair of large lasers in the last campaign, and maybe this will prove to be just as influential and useful throughout the entire role. But we will find out. But as you can see, ER large laser, and triple mediums, plus a tag, just for all that extra fun that you might want to have. So with any luck, it'll actually survive. If not, well, then we may have to completely rethink how we actually play this game. Reserve down because we're starting to get Hammer a little bit far ahead of everybody else. Witness seems to move forward quite proficiently. The only problem is Witness is 1, not very fast, 2, apparently not very accurate, and 3, well, he's sort of gumming up the works for everybody else. Let's just jump. Oh. My intention to jump led into selecting Brother. That's exactly how all things should go. Just gonna leap forward because there's no reason not to. Maybe that actually revealed us a little bit to the enemy if they're on the map, but I kind of think that there's no enemies on this map. I think we're in that one of those missions where they're not going to show up until we actually take the location, and then they will just jump on top of us. So I'm just going to avoid stepping on the location so that I can get everybody else here. So we will secure the convoy rally point and then take the convoy somewhere. I actually haven't checked. Where is this convoy going? It can't possibly be that short a route. It might be, but I didn't think that a convoy mission could be that quick. Then again, it is a half-skull mission, so maybe I shouldn't be, maybe I shouldn't be too hard on what it's probably going to ask me to do. Alright, so we're just gonna steadily continue to march our way forward. Unfortunately, the rest of our mech's just not able to keep up with this Valiant. It's amazing, and I love it, but I've got to get something that can honestly do the same job. Otherwise, we're gonna have problems. What I really need desperately is just a mech that'll either keep up with him or be able to provide accurate long-range fire support. The Valiant might be able to do that. Or not the Valiant, but the Enforcer might be able to do that with its large laser and ER large laser. I think we have a second ER large laser. We decided not to do it because we had the additional accuracy on the one large laser. If we ever lose it, that's what we'll do. We'll go twin large laser. The Valiant just checking out the area, doing his scouting rolls. But, of course, not finding anything. Oh, achingly slow. Bigger engines are what we need. The problem with bigger engines, though, is that, well, you don't have enough room for anything else. So bigger engines, but also lighter engines. It's not quite an oxymoron right there, because we can get light engines, literally. I'd prefer not to put XLs in anything of medium class or higher. That tends to be something of inviting your doom. We are all in range. Alright, step in the tile. Let's go trigger everything. And brace. Okay, nothing triggered. Good. So we will be able to move into the area and then sprint out of the area at whoever shows up. Gonna move the Hatchet Man a little bit over to this mountain plateau up here so that he can dive on top of anybody using his jump jets, hopefully. And I forget if I gave that... No, he doesn't. Does he? I don't think he has jump jets. Oh, he does. He has a death from above value, so he has jump jets. I think we put, what, 2 of them because we didn't have anything else to throw on him? He's max armored, I'm fairly certain. Alright, so we are all in the zone. The convoy should have received our communique. Wow, we're not even going that far. So, we've learned from the Lyran convoy, and they're not in the extraction zone? Wait, what? Oh, they are in the extraction zone, but there's reinforcements and assaulting units in the convoy. Gotcha. So, get to the extraction zone, escort friendly units to their destination, destroy enemy reinforcements. It's a truck of 15 tons. I don't know what it has, but I would assume rockets. That's what I would equip a truck with 15 tons, just massive rockets, because that would work. Alright, so the convoy's getting on the move on the road. We need to swing it. We do have a mech on long-range sensors, and I can't look up to see it because it's linking me to those vehicles. So it is a Wasp, 20 tons. That's nothing too dangerous, actually. We're going to sprint at full speed. Actually, can I walk to that? I cannot. So I will sprint at full speed. We're not super concerned with accuracy at this point, because next turn he'll start axing people, and that's going to be fun. We do see the Wasp now. Do we have a variant? It is a W, which I believe is Wolf Dragoons, which I think that means he's got a whole ton of small lasers. And an urban mech. Interesting. And a Vindicator. The Vindicator might be dangerous. We have no good accuracy shot on him. Really, we don't have an accuracy shot on anybody, so just shoot the truck, because lasers don't matter. No ammunition, no recoil, a little bit of heat, but who cares? He's going to be chopping people up next turn. So, no hits going on in there, but Witness is next with an AC-20. Alright. What are the odds that Witness actually manages to hit something? I'm going to bet not terrifically high. In fact, that's a 7.3. That's a not even possible. I'm going to shut off the autocannon. I don't want it to recoil. I don't want it to jam. We'll just continue to plink away with laser after laser after laser, and eventually maybe we'll get something. That's the hope. Yeah, Witness, you really do. Vindicator moving off on the right side. It is a Pirate Vindicator, I believe, based on the P designation at the end. And Brother, the first one who might actually be able to hit something with cluster munitions. But I'm going to be honest, given how evasive he probably is, it's probably not going to be a great chance to hit anything. 11.3 or 17.9, but I am positive I am correct on that rocket's diagnosis. Fire. Yeah, I didn't think it was a good chance. Oh, we hit a couple of them, so that's nice. I've got a line of sight that'll give me, yeah, 15 and 13%, which is not terrific. How about if I sprinted to get even closer? That would give me even worse. So we are going to walk it because I'm going to take them shots. There's no reason not to, from my perspective. And medium lasers, no, because that's just heat that I'm not actually getting anything out of. I will attempt to tag him, though. Miss, and miss, and miss. I can't really blame them. That was really terrible chances, but again, we didn't really sacrifice much. A teeny bit of heat that we're slowly building up, and we'll be perfectly happy with that. Not perfectly happy. Perfectly happy would be we managed to nail him and he's dead, which we quite obviously did not accomplish. He's guarded, he's entrenched, honestly the best, and the urban mech has shown up, and it's up to our allies, and our allies are going to run right in front of the enemy, and potentially get killed. You're shooting the wrong one, he's already moved. Shoot the truck, please, desperately. I'd like you to kill the truck, because I don't think I have anybody who moved ahead of them, and that truck has enough damage to annihilate all of you. Oh good, you're shooting the truck. Unfortunately, not being... your machine gun jammed. Luckily it didn't explode. That would be terrible. This truck is going to move before us. And that is the absolute most highest travesty going on. Oh, he ran away. Brave Racer Robin. He's got a... I thought they were rockets, but maybe not. He's going to open fire on the Valiant, not able to actually touch him because the Valiant is nimble and dodging and weaving. The next thing the Valiant is going to do is run up to the Wasp and try and kill it, which I hope he'll be able to pull off, because you don't want the enemy to survive when you start bringing in the axe. So let's bring in the axe. Oh, you can actually get all the way up here. Ooh. Well, now that's you've made me make choices. Alright, so we're going to walk the short distance. We're going to vigilance, because I'm kind of worried about that being an autocannon, a big autocannon. And a 92% chance. We're going to see if we can't cut a Wasp in half. Let's go for it. And there goes most of his mech. And his CT completely open. I think you may want to eject from that, man. Just a hint. Helpful. Maybe you'll take... No, he doesn't care. And the Fire Vindicator has walked in and is opening fire on the wheeled APC. I can't imagine it has too much health. Actually, it has a surprising amount of health. Wow. Bullet Trap is going to start wading forward. Bullet Trap can get not a terrific shot on that. How about if you sprinted closer range? Can I do anything with that? Also, no. How about way off over here? Also, no. So it is going to be another slow plodding walk as we try and get closer and closer and deal as much damage as we can from long range. Now, at this point, I am going to turn on all of the lasers because I don't need much damage to kill this thing. Miss did get a hit there, 36 damage, so got him. Able to core him out with one of our laser blasts. I'm not sure which one of these lasers it was, although it does appear that the laser plus is much more accurate than the large laser because it has a +1 to accuracy, but I was wondering about range brackets, how that was going to affect things. Spoiler alert, it did not really affect things all that much. You have a shot? I do 13% chance on a cluster round. How about if I tried to get anybody else? No, it's just going to be him. So we're going to keep it back just a little bit so I have the unobstructed shot and keep plinking with the clusters. Eventually you may hit something, and if you penetrate anything, the truck is gone. And we'll all be happy. Maybe not the enemy, but we will. Like us as the people. I don't have a good shot with you. I'm going to start sprinting. We're going to be fighting that Vindicator very shortly. Hunchback on the move, out in the open, out of cover. We are going to vigilance him, so maybe he'll be able to protect himself. And we'll plink another ER medium laser shot over there. Didn't manage to connect on anything, unfortunately. The truck is still very much alive and kicking. Just a couple of cluster rounds somewhere embedded in him. And the urban mech has arrived. Dramatic angle. And not able to kill anything, luckily. The wheel APC did take a hit, but he's not dead, and that's the important thing. Also, I think that Urban Mech may be in Valiant leaping range. He may be able to run around behind him and axe him in the back. Which, if he can do that, then we've got him. He is in range, and absolutely we can go right around behind him. Just make sure that that's actually in the back arc. It is. I'll go back here just to... Ooh. That truck is going to get me from behind, but we're going to do it anyway. So we're going to sprint on into the back, take our sword, which is an axe, and... Ooh. He managed to break everything except the autocannon that I wanted to gone. I was even on the side with the autocannon. So that's unfortunate. I suppose it's not too terribly unfortunate. He is not probably going to survive much longer than this. He's also unsettled, and he's lost some of his initiative. So we may be able to take advantage of that. The truck is, of course, as I suspected, attempting to come onto the Valiant, opening fire and nailing quite a few shots. Ooh, that was chaff. And he got a headshot? Ooh, so unfortunately Hammer has taken a headshot, so he is now wounded. He also got hit by chaff rockets, I'm assuming. And those chaff rockets have made him less accurate. It's basically like getting hit by a one-shot haywire, which is a bit unfortunate. 37%. Anybody else? 37%. Really, this cannon is not going to hit anybody accurately, is it? You know what? I'm going to run into the back because you know what? Maybe we'll get lucky. Fire. Oh, wait. I forgot to turn it on. Maybe we'll get locked into a close-range dogfight, and he won't sprint all that fast, and somehow that autocannon will actually manage to hit something. I can dream. He's backing up. Is he going to get the back shot? Oh, yeah. He is. He only fired a single medium laser. That confuses me greatly. I'm not going to complain because he didn't move very much and I should be able to get behind him, but very interesting. Alright, sprint. Let's see. Ooh, we can get a shot. We can get a shot with quite a few weapons, and we're going to, I think. Yeah, we're going to light up his world. Could turn off the one ER medium, or ER large. No, it's a 37. What's the worst one? We'll shut off this one. And this one. And again, this one. So going up a little bit more in heat. They're just not very good accuracy shots. Let's cook him. We're going to go up over the heat scale. We're going to open fire on this one. See if we can't pull him out in basically one round of shooting. I don't think we're going to pull that off, unfortunately. So we are going to have to punch him a couple more times. We are over the line on the Enforcer, and it did not manage to do as much damage as I had hoping for. But we're working on it, and the Hatchet Man may actually be able to provide the fire that we so desperately need with his medium pulse lasers. Last episode, he kind of managed to fail quite badly with them. I'm hoping this episode he redeems himself. He's doing okay. Come on, tear him apart, and we got him. Okay, engine's out. We're actually going to save that AC-10. What I'm going to do with that AC-10, I don't... Well, actually, no, I know exactly what I'm going to do with that AC-10. I'm going to use it to replace an LB-10. Wait, no, we didn't lose it. Oh yeah, we didn't lose it. We lost the MMLs. So, again, I don't know what I'm going to do with an AC-10. And the truck is just fast and maneuverable and crazy in every single way. As long as I can move before the Vindicator, I should be happy. We don't know what the Vindicator's at, but we're at 15 on Witness. Machine gun array unjammed. Brother is up, as is Bullet Trap. Bullet Trap is in range for a punch, but he's an Enforcer. Brother is not in range for a punch, and he's a Hatchet Man. Of course. It makes me cry. So we're going to get right on top of him. And basically just pressure him a little bit more. We don't know when... Oh, he's going 14. Okay, so we are going to be able to go before him with Witness. So let's lay into him a bit. This is basically wasted time, because hopefully, Witness will be able to get behind him, shoot him in the back, and blow him to pieces. That's my desperate hope. But I don't know if he's going to be able to pull it off. So he's going to line up. It's going to be a 69% chance. He's in the guy's back line. The guy does have a gunnery skill of 5. Fire! Okay, good. We tore off one of the sides. And managed to break quite a lot of that mech. The pilot has been injured. He is unsettled. He is unhappy in many, many regards. We are cooking, so I think it might be an okay decision to punch. Ooh, it's a really terrible chance to get that punch, though. What if I just walked? Can I test how much... Do I have a shot? Okay, so how much do I need to shed in order to not boil alive? Okay, so... Large laser, medium laser. So, a large laser and a medium laser. That would be 56 damage. My melee is 30. Yeah, so it's better to move and shoot. If I can get the angle. So, how about a sprint? I can get nice and close to him. And it may even be better just to turn on all the medium lasers. That'd be 60 damage. So if I did this... I can do that, okay. So that puts us under the line. We're going to open fire. Making use of our additional fire. He managed to miss 2, hit 1. Target acquired. He is stressed, not having a good time. Hammer, do me a favor. Yeah, take this thing off the field. 98% chance of it happening. You want this truck gone. And it's gone. Being very reliable and helpful on this one. As our APCs are all lined up here and not moving because we're not close enough to provide the support they require. It's sad. Okay, so nothing happened there. Allies get to move first, then on to us. It is up to the hammer. Actually, no, it's up to Witness. Witness wants this. Witness wants this more than anything in the world right now. Oh, maybe I should give it to Brother, though. Just because he's close. It's a Hatchet Man shot. No, I'm going to take the shot. I'm going to open fire with an AC-20 for a second time in a row. He missed. So he's managed to hit once, but then again, we've only fired twice. 50% accuracy so far. Panic level is critical. He's having a very, very bad day. I'm sorry, Brother, but this is just too ridiculous not to take advantage of. Go. All the way from downtown. And he's down. Oh, wow. He took his head off. That was beautiful. Just all levels of beautiful. Bull trap, go over, sprinting, and let's go catch up to our little guys who are sitting here doing nothing. So that was one heck of a trip. Through the forest, got to him, punched him in the head, and that managed to completely take on the mech. So that'll be mostly attack. We took... Wow, that was the Vindicator. That was the big one, too. And we took it reasonably intact. It only missed an arm and a torso. Or was it 2 arms and a torso? In any event, we should get a decent number of parts out of it. So I'm pretty happy with that. Although it's Pirate Vindicator, so it may not be super useful. But hey, pirate stuff has quirks, and that can be really interesting. Alright, the wheeled APCs are moving in. More contact on sensors. Is that a single person? Oh, no, they dropped right where the last group was. Okay. I am not in a position to deal with that right now. Witness actually is. That's a 0.9% chance. Sprint. So we're going to use our... Oh, he has a hunchback. 7.3. Yeah, 7.3 is the best we're going to get. Fire that hunchback and hope. Yeah, I didn't think that was going to happen. I'm kind of surprised this AC-20 hasn't jammed yet. Because it's not very good. Okay, Brother's up next. Brother will also not be able to get within range. I wish I had him over here just in order to do something. But it takes him forever to do anything with how slow he is. Alright, we're going to get right on top of him. And it's a 22% chance, 15 if I turn it back to a normal mode, which I'm really kind of considering because he's not open. Well, actually, his armor's pretty low. No. There's no point in taking the chance. Just blast away. Every single shot you can manage, just try and get something on target. So we have 2 energies, an unidentified cannon, ballistic, and then, of course, he has a support system. The Enforcer could get an interesting shot that won't do a heck of a lot of damage. These guys haven't moved, and yet our accuracy is terrible. It's really kind of sad. 1720 versus, if I sprinted to get into cover, 1513. Yeah, that's a pretty bad one. So we're just going to go up for altitude on this one. And then also what I can do on top of that in order to keep him a little bit of survivability is I have the Vigilance available. I may as well use it. Drop him down. Take aim. Shut off all of these. Turn on these two. So a 20 and a 22. And I'll go with the 15 as well. Miss. Miss. Hit. Okay, we hit him. Did we tag him? No, we didn't. So 2 of 4 ships are in the extraction zone. Our own dropship has shown up. Hello, everybody. We are here to leave. Hopefully that'll be close enough for them to trigger and move on to the thing. I mean, we do have a dude right nearby, the Valiant. Okay, that's 3. Hammer wants to hammer. And I can't really blame the man. We've got 2 Clints. A Clint 3 TT and a Clint unknown. I've got to do it, I think. 72 versus... Let's clear that. 72 versus what? 72 versus 72. I don't want to obstruct my own shots, so we're going to go with this one up here. Oh, we're going to Vigilance as well. So we're going to use up Vigilance again, because he's already taken a headshot, which was not great. So we're going to come at him from the other side. Hi, surprise. Let's hope we manage to break something important. Oh, we managed to break the cannon. That'll be important. Side torso injury ignored. Interesting. We have information on his stability. Bullet trap. So bullet trap in the Enforcer. Moving it a little bit closer. Still not able to provide any real significant shots here. What if I just fired from on high? Still on that same 22, 25. It's not terribly good. I sprinted. How close can I get with the sprint? 1720? Wow, for some reason that Clint is terrible accuracy. And you are... not good. Really, it's just terrible accuracy all around, and I'm not sure if I'm missing something about the way that accuracy is calculated these days. We're going to blaze away again. Not with everything, but enough. I'm thinking maybe we try and swap out the medium lasers for medium pulses. I think that might get us a little bit further. Because as much as I like having multiple medium lasers to try and pretend they're medium pulses, at the end of the day, they're not. Alright, this hunchback is in range to get into somebody's back, I saw. There we go. 9.2. And how about if I sprinted to get, like, in everybody's back? 11. Just terrible. Terrible accuracy with that cannon. Maybe we should swap it out. I'm not really sure. I like having an AC-20 hunchback. I like them in general, in principle. I think they're amazing. I just don't have any data to back that up. Also, part of this is we are recoiling hard. What is the terrain problem here? So, target moved, plus 12. The target hasn't moved. But he literally hasn't moved. He's sat still since last turn. A free buff to that is kind of uncool. Alright, so we're going to set that up. So next turn, we're basically going to be in amongst them, and if we can't manage to nail anything, then we're gonna have some trouble. Okay, we got an incoming melee attack from a flea. And brother's gonna be up next. Hey, brother, there's actually gonna be a mech in front of you in order to actually chop up. Isn't that gonna be cool? You're gonna be able to use your hatchet man the way it was designed by running up to a hunchback and trying to cut him in half. 72% accuracy. And he missed. You had the opportunity, man. It was right there in front of you. Oh, brother. Brother, my friend, my pal, my brother. And yet... Oh, dramatic introduction of a Clint. Did not shoot, interestingly enough, and has parked himself right next to the hunchback. Also interesting. Okay, the other Clint is going to run in behind for a melee attack. To be fair, that's one of the few things he has left. We did, after all, blow off his AC-5, or whatever he's currently using. The AC-5 would normally be the Clint's main weapon. Or is it the Clint 2? Should have an AC-5 in the chest, basically, is what I'm remembering. Alright, it's back up to us. Hammer. Alright, you're going to make sure that this hunchback does not get away and smash into him with your sword. Ooh, a dead hit on the back and it's almost gone. That's gyro crit. He is no longer evasive. Oh, that's just a flat-out knockdown. Oh, lovely. By the way, censored so that, useful for all ages of children. That's a knockdown. He has 2 of 3 injuries left. Brother can come up now, and, well, he's, frankly, in my opinion, free to attack whoever, because we've knocked down the hunchback. So... Oh, just... brutal. That Clint is off the field. Gonna be turned, they get to roll on next, and it's the other Clint. He has sprinted and entrenched and attempted to do things in order to keep himself alive. Our Enforcer is going to try and hunt him down, and he can get into his back rank. So we're going to turn on everything, and we're going to turn this into a little bit of a sauna. Open fire. Oh, just boring into him. Not able to break anything, but he's no longer evasive, which could work in our favor. Shutdown, override is successful. He'll probably punch next turn. And is that flea going to move? Or is it somebody else? Yeah, the flea is going to move. The flea is going to continue to move off into the corners. Going to be evasive, but not actually do anything. Interesting command decision. We're going to have to see how it works out from. Got a 60% chance to hit with the cannon. We're gonna take it because, hey, this cannon... Oh, jammed by ECM. Well, that's most of that mech gone. It's still alive, but mostly gone. So he's no longer... And the pilot's out of there. Okay, so that's most of a Clint. We may be able to get a Clint sometime soon. Alright, so the hunchback is standing up. I'm hoping that he's not going to be particularly accurate this round because, you know, falling over will do that to you. And he's moving into our back line and did nothing. Okay, lucky for us. And once again, the people over here are not doing anything, mainly because we're not letting them. So move around to his back. Let's chill ourselves right back out. Oh, and there goes most of that mech. Side torso destroyed. He has lost... Ooh, and he's been tagged? No, I think we missed him. He's lost half of his weapon systems. Poor little flea. We have one of you, actually. It's sitting in storage. And the Hatchet Man, for all glory and hatchets, 77% chance. Come on, redeem yourself. It's time to prove. There. Ho ho! That's 2 melee headshots today. That's not bad at all. Alright, go hack him up. Let's go. Let's end this. Let's end this farce. Yeah, just... straight on precision attacking that hunchback's back. Now, we probably should have tried to take it intact. Especially because he had fallen down already, but no, I really should have taken the time to take that intact. We're probably going to get a Clint, and that's not nearly as good. Let's be completely honest with ourselves. The Clint versus a hunchback, yeah, that's not equal. The hunchback would have been the better take, but still... I enjoyed being able to just precision knock people down. Alright, so we're just waiting for the last APC to finally move into the zone. He's being escorted by our 2 heavy mechs. Well, okay, Hammer's not a heavy mech. Our impressive looking mechs, that is. And we'll sprint on over here, reset that AC-20 cannon, as well as the Hatchet Man's LB. Is perfectly capable of doing whatever it feels like at this time. And hopefully he will move onto the tile and we will be able to get on out of here. That's the plan. Alright, Allied Convoy gets to move. Bullet trap's up. So we are right next to you, buddy. You can do it. We believe in you. And there he goes. All right, we're done. Everything has been accomplished that we needed to. And there's really no point in trying to reserve down to the bottom because that just takes too long because there's now like 30 initiative phases. So you may as well just end out whatever the heck you were going to do. So we'll just get everybody heading on towards them. They'll load up inside the Leopard dropship and they will get the heck on out of here. Alrighty, goodbye. We are gone. Toodles. So, I think we had a penetrating hit on somebody, and we did have a head hit on the Valiant, unfortunately. That rocket barrage just peppered all over. Didn't deal a whole heck of a lot of damage, but it did take his head. And so that's going to put him in the hospital for a little while. So he's not going to be available for the next mission, which is going to be more difficult, because we're taking it for money, and, well, it's going to be longer. 52,759 C-bills is our reward for job well done. Okay, no penetrations, but the head hit was taken. Picked up 3 mechs on the Hatchet Man, surprisingly, 2 mechs on the Valiant, plus a vehicle, and the last mech was taken by the Enforcer, who managed to core somebody out with lasers. Alrighty, parts and things. It was a Hunchback FB fullback? The Flying Debris is equipped with a jury-rigged silverware Gauss rifle. That could have been dangerous. And who had the AC-20++? No, seriously, who had an AC-20++? That's moderately terrifying. Ramshackle, barely working, scrap metal. Okay. So, first we're going to check on the things, even though I said we needed, lasers. SB Gauss Pirate. So, some pirate got their hands on a silver bullet Gauss rifle and thought it was a good idea to add an ammo feeder system that basically accepts anything remotely magnetic. And there have been broken down knives and spoons in there. 100% chance to deal critical hits with this weapon. 1 evasion pip ignored by this weapon, plus 1 accuracy with this weapon. This weapon's damage can vary between plus or minus 4. This weapon has a recoil of 2. This weapon has a 10 jam multiplier. Recoil times multiplier equals jam chance. Weapon damage falls off, 45% maximum range. High energy capacitors will discharge violently for 60 damage, so basically taking an EC5 shell. Or is it's an AC-10 shell. Silver bullet Gauss shell fires several projectiles and does 15 damage a pop. That's a lot. I want it. I mean, yeah, it's got a jam chance, but has a recoil of 2, so it'll jam potentially 20% of the time. I'm grabbing it. Thank you. We're gonna see what we can do. Ooh, elite ECM system. Do I have any? I do not. A couple of engine cores. Engine cores. Fire control system ballistic. 240 engine core. I don't know what to give the well, I have an idea of what I want to give the 240. Whole ton of heat sinks, jump jets, lots of jump jets. Warfare suite is better than an ECM. Because the Warfare suite is an ECM and a fire control system. So I think right. Yep, it's an active probe and electronic countermeasure suite all in one. So that's AC-20 double stack ammo. Oh, that's cruel. That's so cruel, because this is the ammo that we need desperately in order to, well, make our 1 mech work. Fusion Core 240, I gotta put in something really cool. Just, it would have been speed, it would have been maneuverability. Really, I was gonna strip things out of the Hunchback and throw this in it and see what I could do about turning it into a turboback. But what fusion core rating do I need in order to get to a speed of 5? I forget the calculation to do it. Oh, I used to know the calculation on how to do it. Weight versus the fusion core size equals the size of the mech. It's like times a couple of things. That is unfortunate. There's a lot of good things here. So there's even a tagger here. Taggers stack with tags. You know, for a mission that I thought was going to be basically just a quick cash grab to buy some medium lasers, this has turned into a really rough pick. There's some decent mechs in here. There's 3 parts of a Clint plus another part of a Clint. We've got 4 parts to a Clint here. So, although this is a Pirate Clint, so it may be a different version. We got most of a Flea, single part of the Hunchback. Oh, I need this Gauss rifle, though. Like, I need it. And ballistic fire computers are useful. Although I already have one on the Hunchback, if I'm not mistaken. The question is, do I need that 225 or the 240 in order to make my Hunchback a turboback? How much tonnage are you? And I'm not leaving a warfare suite behind. I just cannot do that. And I do not want to leave this cannon behind. 100% critical chance, ignores a pip of evasion, +1 accuracy with this weapon. Even with a 20% jam chance, that's insane. I gotta put that on, well, the Enforcer, honestly. Because that'll combine with the arm ammo. Alright, lock it down. Alright, we got a part for the clip. We got 2 parts for a fleet. We don't really need a fleet, but we got it. The Vindicator part and the Wasp part. Chaff Rocket Launcher 5, which is an interesting sort of get-out-of-jail-free card, because it suddenly makes somebody hit by terrible things. And nothing else cool. A little disappointed. Little disappointed that we didn't get some other cool stuff, but that was a hard choice to make, but I really wanted that Fusion Core. We are going to be traveling after the next mission, and so I will have time to rip out Fusion Cores and see what I can actually do to the Hunchback or other mechs. So 240 Fusion Core might be too big. It may have been the 225 that I needed. I'm not sure. Because all I need to do is get that Hunchback up to a speed of 5. Tabletop 5. Generally, when I talk about speeds, I'm talking about tabletop speeds because that's how I mentally categorize just how fast something actually is versus how it's supposed to be in this game. Although I could put a 240 inside the Hatchet Man. That would drastically increase its speed. 180 C-bills for 1 day. Oh, Yang, you beautiful, beautiful man who works on my ship. Okay, so the fatigue timer is way longer than that. So I don't want to take the B team on this mission. I really don't. Because the B team I don't think is up, well, they're not terribly far behind. They really aren't. And the Raven's available now. So, the mission that I was considering on taking was Wolves. If it's still here, if anything has... It's not Protect the Mechs, it was Wolves, wasn't it? Because it paid out 1.25... Yeah, okay, so a couple of missions have shown up now. So there are a few more things. A straight-up battle. Inbound dropship of the planetary government. Our local defense forces. Ill-equipped to handle Lance. Normal forces could actually defend themselves. Okay, so this is just a recent... An assassinate. Yes, a 1.5 skull assassination mission would be the way to end this. So, we're not going to go salvage, because even though it's potentially a large, powerful mech, 2 of 9 salvage is not going to do all that much. If we kill the escorts, we get an increase in pay, and we'll be making 903,000. So, my original intent was to take Wolves because it was going to pay out 1,200. And it was a defense base, which then had an additional 30% increase, so we could be making almost 1.5 million, and that would be pretty cool. But that would also be long, dangerous, and very much reliant on us surviving, which could be difficult. But if we take a half skull down lower, I'm willing to do that. Take me full cash here on this one, and also they'll like us quite a bit for it. So 903,500 C-bills. Let's pull off the tired out MechWarriors, because they are currently not in a position to do anything. Ooh, I forgot. I don't have enough MechWarriors for that. Interesting problem. So, of course, Exodus will be coming. We'll put Exodus inside the Valiant, I feel. Hacker will be the Hatchet Man because his name rhymes with connects with it too much. Majestic in the Enforcer. And now I need another pilot. Okay, how soon could a pilot be made available to me? 4 days for Bull Trap Brother and Witness. Hammer's out of action for the next 13, which is really annoying. I guess we wait the 4 days. It is going to delay things a little bit, but we'll have the A-team back. And a quick check of our MechWarriors to actually see whether or not... Come on, click the button. To see whether or not anybody's actually got any skills up. I don't think they have. Ripper, you are currently not in action. No, 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 no. Yes. Piloting.
Training confirmed, Commander.
Okay, and a quick check of engineering. Something I think I forgot to do. No, I did. Okay. So I wanted to make sure I had the training module. Alright, so we'll take that assassinate mission now, please. 1.5 skulls, insurrection, and interception. And we'll go out for maximum payment. The real question is, where are we going to go after this? Assuming we survive this mission, which, you know, we may not. But I hope that we do. I have faith, desperately, that we'll pull it off. But I'm wondering where we go after this. Because 4445, 4544. Yeah, I need that ability in piloting more than this. Because, let's see, last time we went into Curitan space, so Starburst Sardaukar went off to House Kurita and ended up running face first into the clans everywhere. It was rather traumatic. Sledge's Hammers went south into Merrick territory. So I'm wondering where we go. Maybe we just stick around in Lyran territory, but it feels like everybody hangs out in Lyran territory just because that's where you start at. I suppose we could go and head towards House Liao. We are technically a former side of that, or maybe that means we should avoid them like the plague, or help out a faction who doesn't like House Liao, which I believe is everybody. Or maybe we could pay a visit to the Davians. We haven't done anything with the Davians since Season 1, back when we played the story campaign. Alright, so for months we've had trouble with people here in Galatia being riled up by talk of insurrection, rebellion, and independence. Based on top Lyran analyst reports, we believe there's a local government propagandist here in the area stirring up discontent. We've set up a security net to capture, but we can't cover every possible exit from our net and could use an extra lance of mechs. If she tries to slip through your assigned territory, turn her vehicle into slag. So let's do exactly that, and hopefully quickly. So a 1.5 skull mission, a little bit more difficult than last time, and considering what we ran into last time, that's moderately terrifying. There was a lot of really good mechs in the last mission, so I'm a little bit worried. Let's go take a peek and see who's out in the area. Oh, it's this map again. Lovely. This map features a lovely little mineral field right there in the middle, and reinforcements that will show up from up over here. So we're probably going to want to get Bullet Trap up top there, because Bullet Trap will be able to just rain down fire. And his Enforcer does have jump jets, which means he can hop down from up there. And if we get another beautiful, beautiful mission where basically the enemy doesn't hit us at all, and we only have to spend 180 C-bills in a single day to repair everybody, we might have the Centurion in 3 months. Just based on repair times. Alright, the Enforcer will continue, and we'll all sprint up in this direction. We're also going to modify the mechs as much as I can. I'm going to see if I can't turn them into something useful. So the Valiant cannot see the enemy anymore, but this enemy should be somewhere close, and that's concerning. Okay, we do have enemy forces up here. It is a Panther. I'm going to reserve, because I want to hopefully see something. Like a light missile carrier. Oh god. Stay in vision. Get in vision, please. He's not in vision. That's very, very scary. We're going to run and sprint into cover up here. Can I see him over here? Obstructed shot, but here's a direct shot. So we'll do that.
Got it. Run, don't shoot.
And we do have some more intel on stuff, but we don't have a shot. 30% may as well. Oh, we hit him and opened up. I have armor info on him? Alright, so we have a Javelin in sight, which means the Valiant can hopefully dive on him. He is still in sight. Oh, okay, good. Valiant has a chance of getting that. I hope. Bullet Trap, you will have a sight on a Hunter. Hunter I don't care about, if I'm completely honest. I don't have an idea of what I'm going to be doing to hit this Panther. This light missile carrier terrifies me because a light missile carrier was the thing that basically executed the head of the lance. Fire everything. Hit him with the large laser. I think we hit him with both large lasers and a whole bunch of additional structure exposed and not dead. Very unfortunate, and I don't have an LBX to follow up, I don't think. Yeah, Witness, if Witness has a shot on that thing, it's not gonna be a good one, let's be honest. He's not particularly good at that sort of thing. Oh, he does have a shot, it's an obstructed. It's a 43% chance. Yeah, roll the dice. Completely missed. Just not even close. I mean, 72%, I suppose it was kind of close, but still. Oh, that's unfortunate. I was hoping to have the Hunter out of the field. No, Hunter's rolling back. He is retreating and then dumping a whole ton of missiles on us. So, none of those actually hit. Lucky for us. I'm not sure if the Valiant's in range. That's a bit of a trip. Exodus, run! Yeah, that's definitely a bit of a trip. Go! So a long, long sprint comes stomping down the area. The Javelin doesn't even realize it's coming. He's currently busy trying to check his position with his friends upstairs. And oh my god, what is this? A leg gone and a torso damaged. I think that's a fire Javelin. No, it's not. It's an 11D. I don't know what the 11D has, but I saw a ton of energy weapons. So he's on his back. -7 initiative, -5 plus the ouch. So, yeah, that's a pilot injury on him, I think. CM pilot wounds as one. Exodus gets to move again? I may have miscalculated. Actually, no, that's not true. I calculated pretty perfectly because my intention was to kill the Javelin and then hopefully see the light missile carrier and jump on top of him. And that's not going to happen. Brent. Yeah, I can't hang around and actually chop you up like I'd love to. I've got to move. So fire. This light missile carrier is not carrying the same equipment that I thought that he would. The last one just had an absolute metric ton of missiles, and that was a truly terrifying thing. PPC, ooh, right in between them. So these two are feeling the heat from that. So that is an actual Panther, fully equipped as a modern one. And the Hatchetman, who is in cover and fairly evasive, is now taking a whole bunch of fire, but that was part of the plan. I'm kind of glad that he went for the Hatchetman and not for the Valiant. Ooh, misfires on the LRM, so they are not operating at peak efficiency. LRM-10 misfire and damaged. Interesting problem for him. Do I have a shot on Mr. Guy on the ground? I don't think so. I do not. Okay, I would have to sprint, wouldn't I? And there's my shot with the guy on the ground. Perfect. We're going to run for him. If his LRM-10s are all broken, I'm going to go try and kill this guy. We're going to shoot him with a slug because I'm hoping to break it off. It did not hit where I was hoping. In fact, I don't think it hit at all. Or maybe we hit the head with something. So, oh, we did hit the head, so 3 of 6. Was that? Did I see? That can't be right. Missiles coming down on the Valiant. The Valiant is, of course, nimble and unperturbed. 15 LR-15 misfire and destroyed. Ooh, he's having a bad day. Bullet trap, you have a target, right? Is it a good and easy to hit target? Is it an actual Panther who's going to be dueling you for supremacy of the high ridge and who has the best energy armament? Do we both actually know that it's him because he's got a PPC and we don't? Oh, okay. Ooh, nailed that CT, opening him up almost entirely. He has been targeted, so... Hey, Witness, do you want to actually hit anything? No. Witness has no actual interest in hitting the enemy. He's a pacifist, as we've come to learn. He is very much in favor of peace, love, and talking. And he's not proving me wrong. I had hoped he would prove me wrong on that one. I thought by trash-talking him, he would actually decide that, oh, you know what? If my commander thinks so little of me, I'm going to actually blow this guy's head off. It did not happen. It was a faint, forlorn dream that did not come to pass. Alright, Javelin is up. Javelin's on the move. And firing a lot of lasers. Pulse lasers? Okay, so 2 pulse lasers and a lot of other lasers. Wasn't able to hit much because he had been on his back not too recently, but we're working with that. Lovely. Exodus, can you chop off the Javelin for me? Can we figure out which side he has? We don't know which side leg he has. Well, that's unfortunate. Come to this side and hope it's the side so we can chop off the leg. It doesn't matter because we took this one for cash, but still, it's always nice to practice. You missed a 92%, man. That's not good. So, a little bit of instability. He is at least fortified for that, but that Javelin's going to survive, and the Panther looking down upon us. No, he decides he's going to shoot the Hunchback, and again, a miss. Did mention else with a couple of his SRMs. At least I think they're SRMs. They did 8 damage, so I'm kind of assuming. Alright, bullet trap. Striding forward. Oh, please tell me I actually didn't... Okay, good. I off-clicked it a little bit, but I was still on enough. So, fire, continue the punishment. Oh, lots of good hits in there, although we did miss one of our big lasers. He's down to almost no health in that CT. Oh, we've almost got him. If we can take the Panther out, we can feel much, much more safe. Witness is up. Hey, Witness. Hi. Me again. Can you do your job that I've hired you to do and I'm paying you a pretty decent salary to pull off? No? Okay, I'll keep that in mind. Witness has got to be some kind of pacifist. This is getting kind of ridiculous. I mean, yeah, I do ask him to make shots that are a little bit difficult, but that's stupidly ridiculous. Alright, a little bit of fire coming down to the Valiant. Machine gun fire plus some flamers. The flamer wasn't actually able to hit. And, oh, he's in range to do stompy things. Let's go stomp this thing. 99.1. I'm going to rely on this. Come on. Come on, brother. I know you can do it, right? Okay, good. I was worried he was going to miss. He has a habit of doing that. It is early in their careers, but still there are some situations they get themselves into that I am a little bit concerned. the javelin backing up, and we'll open fire with all of the lasers now. And this time he will actually be accurate. Oh no, only the pulses. Being very, very accurate with the pulses, able to ignore most of our evasion. Luckily, we were in the forest, which gave us a decent amount of protection. He's improved to confident, even though he's missing a leg. The Panther is on the roll. He's at close range, firing down. Not the PPC. I would have shot the PPC. I'm going to be completely honest with you. I would have opened fire with that sucker without a second thought. Exodus, let's go end the javelin. Seriously, man, it's a 99-1. If you can't do this, he did not do it. He didn't. He knocked it over? Or did he? Oh, he did. Good, lovely. I take it back. You did a great job. Looks like the actual propagandist has received the message that he's under fire. More machine gun fire. Quite a few bullets. This armor was designed basically to defend against machine guns and little elf. 2 machine guns jamming. Lovely. And we're going to come up behind him and axe him as well. Come on, brother. I believe you can do it. You are, after all, a fairly powerful hatchet-man. Good, we've taken that one out entirely. And saved most of his machine guns, should we want to get them. Or, you know, to clutter up the loot table in this case. Witness. Witness, witness, witness. 63%, come on. You can do it, right? Oh my god. I don't believe it! Bullet trap. Witness says that you've got to do it. Because he can't be bothered. I'm really tempted just to cook it, just to make sure he dies. Laser off, laser off, laser off. ER off. Fire. Oh my god, you people. It's my own fault, but oh my god, you people. Oh, and he nailed it. Oh, witness, I'm gonna... Exodus, do me a favor. Do whatever witness can't seem to pull off because he's a total and absolute pacifist. Fire. Look at that. 2 hits. He killed it. That's all he had to do. That's all you had to do. Come on, man. Oh boy. Alright, so we take care of it. It's another fire starter. It's an FSPM. Okay, not too terrible. Something we can hopefully be able to deal with. We just need to get everybody in a position. Hey, what do you know? We're in position. Aim down. 37% chance. Add in the ER large. And blink away. Miss. Miss. 37% chance. I expect that. But when you miss at 80% or so, wasn't it? Was it 78 or 84? I forget. Then I start having a couple of problems with your effectiveness and what you're actually accomplishing, and just, you know, how we're trying to form a company of people who will live, survive, and not die. I'm gonna do that, even though I'm probably not gonna get the actual thing that I want, which is to be able to axe him.
I hear ya.
Witness. Yes, witness, my buddy, my pal, the one who refuses to actually shoot anybody. Well, he shoots. He shoots a lot of dirt. Maybe that's what he wants to be. He wants to be an excavator. That's what I was worried about. Okay, so I'm going to reserve. The point of that had been to originally get a perfect shot on him, but stay in close to me. Yes, please. Okay, flamethrowers I can work with. Just all the flamethrowers you want. Just light it on all the fire you want. Prometheus flame, yep, all kinds of craziness.
Damage minimal.
That's okay. Because now... Oh, you actually managed to cover yourself pretty nice. I'll attack from the high ground then. Because now I get to... Left leg is down. He's on his back. He has a torso open. My pirate propagandist friend, I think this may be your last. Unfortunately, we are not quite in a position to support with Exodus because Exodus had to go take care of the things that Whisper wouldn't. But that's okay, because we should have a pretty decent shot here. Do I open them up? Yeah, we're not getting anything out of this. We're getting a single random part, so just start tearing things off. CT is open, gyro crit, gyro destroyed, pilot injured, 3 of 5 wounds. Bullet trap, you have shots from on high, they are gloriously accurate, so let's turn him into just, actually, aim for the leg. We'll give him its chance. I mean, I doubt putting this much laser fire at anything is going to leave him alive, but we had to give him the chance. Beautiful. And we are cooking a little bit, but that's alright. This mech was made to be able to handle the heat. and Witness will move on over. Apparently there's another target somewhere around here. Interesting that we haven't seen yet. Alright, Exodus, I'd like to know who this other target is. So run off over here.
Got it.
Oh, I saw something skip. It could be empty. I mean, there is that possibility. So let's just head on towards... Oh yeah, I think the last time we were here we had the same thing where we had to evac on our own. So let's head to the evac point then. And we'll get completely on out of here. So a pretty successful mission. No penetrators, no headshots. We did take a PPC to the chest because Witness and... it was partially my fault. I didn't want to overheat the mech, and by the time that I remembered, hey, if you shut off the ER large laser or the ER laser, you could turn on all of your medium lasers and have multiple rolls, but I foolishly forgot about that. So I will take part of the blame on that one, but on the other hand, come on, Witness, I don't think you hit anything this entire match. That was bad. And to be fair, you had some good opportunities to actually do something about it. Just, you didn't do anything with it. Nope, get actually in the tile. We want to be able to leave soon. And now it's just going to be a matter of getting Bullet Trap and Witness down into the area. Witness, we're going to have a long, hard talk with you while we're traveling to the next planet because, man, you just got to be a team player on this one. You got to be willing to get your hands dirty. Everybody else in the company's doing it. I mean, Exodus was just a flurry of axe blows and laser fire. You got to be willing to put in that kind of commitment. And if you're not... well, we got to really consider whether or not you're going to be staying here at this company for that long. Because we need people who are going to pull for the team. Alright, so Witness is just... Exodus is just going to stand still. Brother's just going to stand still. And Bullet Trap will bring up the rear. Alright, we are all in the zone. We're all facing off in different directions, pretending that we're covering our evac zone. The propagandist is indeed dead, as are the enemy reinforcements who are attempting to protect them. Everybody has been defeated by our glorious forces. Alright, let's see what random piece of salvage we managed to get. Also, the cash. Oh, we're looking for the cash. 1.2363 million C-bills, plus 45% on that contract. I love it. And the Lyrans like us too. Oh, it's nice to be friends. No penetrating hits, although the Valiant took a couple of machine gun shots, which thinned the armor a bit, and the Hunchback took a huge shot to the CT because he was being irritating. And wow, surprisingly, the Hatchetman actually almost lost an arm. The Enforcer, on the other hand, completely untouched. We got a machine gun. Gee, thanks. I would have grabbed the ER medium laser, but hey, if you're going to limit my choices, I mean, you're got to give me options here. Alrighty, so didn't get too much on that, but we weren't expecting it. It was a money run, but we're going to leave Galatia at this point. We are done here, I think, because, one, I want some travel time to get Ripper out of the hospital and to hopefully get the Centurion close to being fixed and to start putting more stuff on mechs. So I really think we want to travel from Galatia. If there's a mission still here that really catches my eye, like a straight up battle that is offering huge amounts of salvage, then we'll take that. Because, you know, straight up battles that offer huge amounts of salvage, who wouldn't want to have that? But if there's not, then we're going to set off into space, and I'm not quite sure where I want to go. I might still hang around in Lyran space, but I'm not sure. 8 days and 13,233 C-bills to fix up everybody. 2 days away from our financial report, and we're at 2.8 million C-bills, which is the perfect position to be leaving the planet with. So that's going to do it for today's episode. I've been Tirak. If you like what you've been seeing, hit that like button and subscribe. If you want to see a notification every time we list one of these videos, press that little bell icon. We will be having our first RogueTech live stream for this version of RogueTech on Saturday at 5 o'clock. Be there if you want to have an influence on what we do and where we go. It'll be a brand new campaign just for the stream people, and we get to sort of mess around, design mechs with everybody together, figure out where we're going, and just sort of have a good time. And I will see you all in the next episode.